So basically, how did this role come about for you in Cars 2? How did they first approach you?
I don't know the actual exact route. I know that my dad was approached at the time. He was my manager. My dad was approached through a friend, I think, by Disney, and they called a meeting, which I went to here in London, and they expressed an interest in potentially having me in their movie. And for me, I was obviously ecstatic, and thought it would be the coolest thing ever if I could be a part of it. And I just kept my fingers crossed. And eventually, they gave us a call and said, "We really want to do it. In this kind of time frame, this is when we would like to do the recording." And I guess it really didn't sink in until I was actually standing on the spot in front of a mic like this. I was told in the same place that Tom Hanks and some of the other great stars, and obviously Owen Wilson, did the recording for Toy Story and those kind of things. So it was very, very cool.
The Senna documentary recently, you're a big Ayrton Senna fan. Had you seen that, and what have you thought of that?
I've only just seen it recently. I've seen we watched it at home. I went and visited my family, and we watched an unedited version. And there were things actually that we kind of skipped through some stuff, because I generally, when I used to watch the videos, I want to see him racing rather than all the speech of other people talking about how he approached things and that. I'd rather listen to him and then see the actual racing, the footage of him driving and stuff. So we skipped through certain things, but I thought it was a really fantastic film and a real great tribute to him.
If he's, say, one of your sporting idols, who would be one of your movie idols?
Movie idols? Michael Caine. I think he was awesome. Sean Connery, who else? Denzel Washington. You got Brad Pitt. You've got who else? I don't know. I mean, there's so many of them. I'm a big movie buff, so I do love watching movies. It's because I'm traveling all the time. It's the best way to kill time. But I'm beginning to run out of movies to watch. Yeah. So I think I've taken a bit of a rest and come back to it later on. Yeah.
What's like your all-time favourite? Do you have one that's the single one that you keep watching all over?
I think one of my all-time favourites is it's actually a Disney movie. It's called Cool Runnings.
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah.
And I think it's very uplifting and inspirational and hilarious.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you kind of feel you need to find some energy from something, I like watching funny movies. Eddie Murphy's my favourite, so I watch Eddie Murphy. Or you watch Cool Runnings, and it's kind of, when the going was getting tough, they still, even when they were losing and they didn't come across the line, they picked up and they pulled it across the line. I think it was very heroic.
Well, I guess now you've sort of gone in at the top with this movie debut. Would you continue? Would you do more stuff? Have you got a taste for it now? Or
I would love to. If I had the opportunity, I would 100 million% say yes. So, but I feel very blessed just to have been part of this. And if that's the only experience that I get, then I'll be more than happy. This car will go down in history. This movie will go down in history, and it will always have my name in it. So. That is something very, very cool, and one day I'll have kids and I'll be able to tell them I've been a part of something so cool. So